Hey y'all, Denise the Lazy K Mountain Homestead. Wow, what a night did we have. We had tornado watch for about 24 hours. Tornado warnings. I know one was for 9 hours. And then we had another till about 3 o'clock this morning. So to say the least, I was not a happy camper. But we're blessed with, we just had water. We didn't have any high winds other than some branches down, but not bad like Oklahoma. And I wanted to mention before I go on with this video, if you guys follow any of those homesteaders out there in Oklahoma that live near Sulphur or Barnesdale, they were devastated with tornado damage. And I know they have GoFundMe pages. I donated to one, but you can just go on Google and put in GoFundMe for Sulphur Oklahoma or Barnesdale, Oklahoma, and it'll give you links to main ones or individual people. So I just want to put that out there because I think it's important that we take care of each other if we possibly can. I mean, even $10 would help. You know, it would buy some gas. So anyways, I just wanted to say that. So let's get on with what we have going on here. So our problem here is we are kind of in a low-lying area, and our property gets all the water from that property and in turn goes to the property next door. So we all have between 5 and 10 acres, and so, but this is low-lying property. So this water here, which I usually call the pond, when it starts filling up, you can see that it's coming from over here. And it drains right through there, right in front of the goat barn, which I used to call the banny shed. But that's pretty deep. That's probably about 6 inches deep or more. The bees look like they're doing okay. They made it. I was worried about the wind, but thank the Lord that we didn't have that issue. We've got a few little things down, but I still hear some thunder. This is the cabbage and broccoli. It made it, but you can see it's flooded. Yeah, I'll have to get in there. Look at all those little weeds. But like I said, we were definitely blessed to not have the wind that they were calling for. I know some places in Cookeville and farther west and east of us near Knoxville, they got a lot. But I wanted to show you, this is just water running from the property. Look at that. You can just see how devastating water can be. And this is not from the hose. This is just from water. I just have the hose laying there. And look how deep this is. It's about 3 inches. Those guys, I put their feet on a dry pallet there. But my goodness. Look at all that water across the driveway. This over here is my little barn. And water standing right in front of it. I had to put my boots on. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Luckily, Annie's over there. She's on some higher ground. We're on higher ground in our mobile home that we have, which is our homestead farmhouse. So thank goodness for that. We're about 4 feet up. And I wanted to show you this. Back here, more running water. Look at that. Just running under the rabbit hutches. This over here is where my young chicks are that we hatched out. They had some mud come in. I guess it came underneath that board. I mean, we've got it blocked off there, but water and wind damage. But I put some fresh hay in there, so they've got a dry space. But it is really crazy. I'm glad I had mowed. This is where the water goes. See it trickling down here? This is a garden space too. We haven't been able to do a whole lot with. He went in there and dissed it the other day, but look at the water. It's been so wet since December that, look at that. I mean, that is deep. I bet if I went in there, I'd be about a foot deep. That is crazy. So, a lot of that stuff there has been blown. I'll have to pick that up when I can get in there. And here's the blackberries that are blooming. I guess this is our blackberry winter. I guess I'd rather take the warm temperatures with some water than freezing like we normally get. Whoa. Wow, look at there. I just sunk down. Probably a mole or a vole hole. My goodness, you can just hear me walking in this water. So I think I heard, so far they've said we had 3.45 inches of rain in the last 24 hours. But look at that. It's going to take a while for that. And we've got more rain coming next week. Boy, oh boy. There's the new she shed, he shed. We don't normally have mud puddles in our driveway, but we do today. But it looks like we didn't have any trees down. It's still saturated, so I'm hoping and praying that we don't have any. Those oaks, they can really just fall. We've had that happen. We had that happen in the greenhouse a couple years ago. It just fell. And it was probably 200 feet away. And it fell in the greenhouse. But see, look at that water. Just look at it. That is just something else. My goodness. Yeah, like I said, definitely blessed with what it could have been. So I am really grateful. But the grapes look like they're doing good. Let me show you the grapes here. Yeah, we had a blight last year that wiped out our grapes. So I was really diligent this year in putting neem oil max on these. And then I've got another organic liquid copper that I'm going to put on there if I see something, but that should help with the blight. Of course, the rain washes a lot of it off. At the pool made it. Oh, goodness. Let me walk down here to the where we cross to go to the other part of our property. Look at all this that has already grown. This is just like I mowed this Monday, and today is Thursday. Well, the raised beds look good. Won't have to water them today. Willis put some case knife beans in there. They're growing. Cucumbers, potatoes, a little wind damage. They'll come back. Let me walk down here. Look at that water, how far up it is. Thank goodness we're up on a hill. Yeah. Look at that, and stuff has blown down in here. This is crazy. You hear the frogs. Winter wheat is coming back over there. Look at that. We still have to get across there to plow and disc, and we use the winter wheat as a green manure. Look at these. Wow. These ferns just popped up. When we first bought this property, it was covered in ferns here because of the wet. This is like a seasonal creek, which is now a seasonal swamp. But we haven't had ferns like that in years, which I think they're beautiful. I'm happy to see them coming back, but that just shows you how much water we've had. And there is a brush pile that is covered in blackberries, so hopefully we'll have a lot of blackberries this year. Yeah, just some wind damage down here on the potatoes. Whoa, my goodness. I don't want to walk in there. But over here, look how far up the water came here. My goodness, this is crazy. Well, again, we're grateful for what didn't happen. So I hope you guys will help out some of those folks that had tornado damage in our areas. I know Tennessee did have some. Smithville and Lebanon, places like that. I think Clarksville. Oh, before I let you go, let me tell you what happened with Willis last night. As you'll know, he's a trucker. And he had to go to Kansas City. And he was up in Kentucky where they were calling for tornadoes last night. So he left out of Lebanon. And he called me and he said, "You're not going to believe it. My truck, I had a breakdown." I'm like, "What?" His truck's 2024. And he said something was in the road and he couldn't get out in time. Look at that strawberry. All right, isn't that beautiful? So anyways, he called his safety and they told him to go to the Loves, the nearest Loves. And do you know that a tornado, but he got over to the Loves, which is about 30 miles, a tornado hit or touched down where he was if he had just broke down on the side of the road and not able to kind of baby it to the truck stop. Then when he got to where he was at the Loves, a tornado, he called me, he says, "I'm going to go ahead and leave." I said, "Well, there's tornado warnings over there." And he said that I said, "Stay in place, shelter in place." And he's like, "Okay, well, thank the Lord that he did, because a tornado came right by there. It's pretty rural out there. I don't know the name of where he was, but he sent me pictures. And I'm like, the Lord was watching out for you. I prayed protection on everybody. So I'm just grateful that everything worked out for that. My goodness. Anyways, on a lighter note, let's all come together, help each other if you can. If you can't help somebody out monetarily, just pray for them. Good thoughts, good vibes, send hugs, whatever you can do. I mean, not all of us can always help out with money, but just a good thought and a prayer sent their way means more than you think. So y'all have a great day from Lazy K Mountain Homestead. I'm going to get out here and see if I can't trench some of this water to get it to flow faster. See you soon. Bye.